Did you know some American cities are facing a ticking clock? Climate change, rising sea levels, and other factors are threatening to wipe them off the map. But why aren't we hearing more about this? We're counting down 10 cities in America that could disappear by 2025. And the reasons why they're trying to keep it quiet. Hey there! It's no secret that many of the largest cities in the United States, such as Detroit, Buffalo, St. Louis, and New York, have been grappling with significant economic challenges over the past 25 years. The signs of urban decline are unmistakable, with rising crime rates, increasing poverty levels, and the loss of jobs becoming more. But what is really happening? Why are these cities facing such dire circumstances? And what if things don't improve? Today, we're going to explore a list of 12 American cities that are at risk of disappearing by 2025. You'll uncover surprising information and the reasons behind these cities' struggles as they fight to maintain their existence. Before we get into the main content, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. It's a great motivation for the channel. Thank you so much. Join us as we delve into which cities are on this list and the mysteries surrounding their battles for survival. Discover the hardships these cities face and why some of them choose to keep their situations under wraps. Don't miss out, as what you're about to explore might surprise you. Number 1. Detroit, Michigan. About 55 years ago, during its golden age, Detroit was a bustling metropolis and a powerhouse in the automotive industry, home to the giant car manufacturer General Motors. At that time, the city boasted nearly 2 million residents, making it the 5th largest city in the United States. Fast forward to today, and the picture is drastically different. Detroit's population has dwindled to about 700,000 residents. The city has faced significant economic challenges, culminating in both General Motors and the city itself declaring bankruptcy in 2024. Detroit struggles with an unemployment rate exceeding 16, the highest among any major city in the country. Despite a relatively low cost of living, around $1,000 a month for a one-bedroom apartment, Detroit grapples with one of the highest violent crime rates in the United States. The city's murder rate is an alarming 49.7 per 100,000 people, with particularly dangerous neighborhoods including Brightmoor, Pasty, Iago, and Riverdale, where crime rates are significantly higher. Efforts to revitalize Detroit are ongoing, with notable progress in downtown restoration and community initiatives aimed at reducing crime and improving living conditions. However, many areas still have numerous abandoned buildings, and inadequate harsh winter weather further exacerbates the challenges of daily life for residents, making everyday living even more difficult. Before moving on to the next city, I have a question for you. Have you been to Detroit, or do you live there? Let me know your thoughts about the city. Please comment below and chat with me. Number 2. Oakland is a city rich in culture and diversity, but it has long struggled with persistent crime issues. Despite various efforts by different mayors, police chiefs, and district attorneys, the rates of gun violence, property crime, and robbery have remained alarmingly high. This issue dates back to the crack epidemic of the 1980s, highlighting a long-standing national concern. Residents face a 1 in 12 chance of falling victim to violent crime, and there is a 1 in 15 chance of encountering property crime, with over 6,000 incidents reported last year in high-risk areas such as Fitchburg, Eastmont, and Hoover Foster. Oakland is also known for its high living costs. The city is ranked as the 6th most expensive in the United States. The cost of living in Oakland is approximately 39 higher than the national average, with monthly rental prices for a one-bedroom apartment averaging around $2,500, significantly higher than many other U.S. cities. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you didn't, let us know what we can do better in the comments. We're always looking to improve. St. Louis. St. Louis, the largest city in Missouri, is strategically located at the meeting point of the Mississippi and Missouri rivers. As of 2024, the city's population stands at approximately 272,000, a steep decline from its peak of over 856,000 in 1950. Historically, St. Louis was a major railroad hub, but as train usage declined, so did the city's economic stability, leading to significant job losses and a subsequent population exodus. One of the most pressing issues St. Louis faces today is its high crime rate. Last year, the city reported around 8,000 crimes per 100,000 residents, including approximately 18,000 property crimes. Violent crime is also a significant concern, with residents having a 1 in 40 chance of becoming victims. Despite these challenges, St. Louis remains a culturally vibrant city with numerous attractions. The Gateway Arch, Forest Park, and a bustling art scene continue to draw visitors and enrich the lives of those who remain. Efforts are ongoing to tackle the city's issues and improve the quality of life for its residents. Besides its cultural wealth, the cost of living in St. Louis is relatively affordable compared to other major U.S. cities, with an average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment downtown being about $1,100. However, economic and social challenges continue to overshadow these advantages, making the city's future uncertain. Before moving on to the city with the highest crime rate in the United States, I have a 10-second request for all of you. If you can help us, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us, and in return, we promise to keep making the show even better for you. Number 4. Ohio. Cleveland, once a bustling industrial hub, has seen its population plummet from nearly 1 million in the mid-20th century to about 351,000 in 2024. This dramatic decline is attributed to the loss of manufacturing jobs, which once formed the economic backbone of the city. As these industries moved overseas, residents left in search of better opportunities, leaving Cleveland with a large unemployed workforce. Currently, the city struggles with a poverty rate of 31%, and many residents face difficulties transitioning to the service and consumer-based job sectors. Safety is another major concern for Cleveland residents. According to the latest FBI data, the likelihood of becoming a victim of violent crime in Cleveland is 1 in 61, and for property crime, it is 1 in 23. These statistics place Cleveland among the cities with the highest crime rates in the United States, deterring potential new residents and businesses from investing in the area. The economic struggles extend to the cost of living and housing. As of 2024, the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Cleveland is approximately $1,050. While this might seem affordable compared to other major cities, the high unemployment and poverty rates make it difficult for many residents to keep up with housing costs. Sources indicate that Cleveland's economic struggles are compounded by a lower-skilled workforce that finds it challenging to adapt to new job opportunities. With the city's economic base shifting away from manufacturing, the need for retraining and education becomes paramount. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you didn't, let us know what we can do better in the comments. We're always looking to improve. Buffalo. Buffalo, located near the stunning Niagara Falls on the Canadian border, is the second most populous city in New York State. It's known for its friendly residents, affordable living, and vibrant nightlife. Buffalo offers a cost of living that is about 30% cheaper than New York City. For example, a house costing $400,000 in New York City would be around $240,000 in Buffalo. However, this affordability comes with significant downsides. Buffalo's crime rate is alarmingly high, at 90 above the national average, giving residents a 1 in 20 chance of becoming a crime victim. Safety is a major concern, with the city witnessing 70 homicides in 2022, translating to about 25 per 100,000 residents. Consequently, approximately 60,000 people leave Buffalo each year, frustrated by these persistent issues. Buffalo's decline can be traced back to the mid-20th century, when industrial shutdowns led to a mass exodus of residents seeking employment opportunities in the South and West. By 2010, Buffalo had lost nearly half of its peak population of over 500,000 people. This trend shows no signs of reversing, with projections indicating that Buffalo could lose nearly a quarter of its current population by 2021. Buffalo's economic struggles are compounded by its aging infrastructure and high crime rates. Despite these challenges, the city remains home to a dedicated community and boasts a rich cultural heritage. However, without significant intervention and investment, Buffalo's future looks bleak. Adding to these demographic challenges, Buffalo faces serious environmental threats. Rising sea levels and sinking ground are expected to put more than 500,000 people at risk of repeated flooding across 32 U.S. coastal cities, including Buffalo. If no measures are taken to mitigate this risk, the resulting deluge could cause $17 billion in damages by 2050. Number 6. Hartford, Connecticut has been grappling with a range of challenges that have contributed to a steady decline in its population. Last year, the city's population decreased by 0.5, bringing it down to 1,200,000 people. This decline can be attributed to several factors, including financial issues at the state level, high crime rates, and the cost of living. The cost of living in Hartford is notably high. For instance, the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment is approximately $1,300, while utilities can add another $150 to monthly expenses. Hartford has one of the highest crime rates in Connecticut, with its crime rate surpassing 96 other cities and towns in the state. Residents face a 1 in 33 chance of becoming a victim of either violent or property crime. Violent crimes, including armed robbery, aggravated assault, and murder, have seen a significant rise, particularly in homicides. The education system in Hartford is facing significant challenges, mirroring broader statewide educational trends. Only 35 of fourth graders are reading at grade level, and just 30 of eighth graders are proficient in math. These troubling statistics reflect the broader difficulties the city faces in fostering a well-educated workforce. While Hartford overall has high crime rates, there are safer neighborhoods within the city. Areas such as East Hartford and West Hartford are generally safer, whereas neighborhoods like South Green and Clay Arsenal are more prone to crime. Residents often find that staying in these safer areas can significantly reduce their risk of encountering crime. Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, the capital of Louisiana, has a population of approximately 225,000 people. Living in Baton Rouge comes with its share of challenges, outweighing the benefits for many residents. The city faces a significant lack of diversity and offers limited social activities like concerts or sports events, causing many to move away out of sheer boredom. Moreover, Baton Rouge is starkly divided along racial lines, with extreme racism and alarmingly high crime rates. The crime rate here is staggering, 200 higher than the national average, with roughly 7,000 incidents per 100,000 residents. This makes Baton Rouge feel more like a sprawling, dangerous neighborhood. Some of the most perilous areas include Brooktown, Victoria, and Greenville Addition. Adding to the city's woes is its extreme weather. The heat is relentless, and hurricanes are a frequent threat. The city's poor drainage systems exacerbate the situation, leading to severe flooding. In 2016, Baton Rouge experienced devastating floods that affected nearly every part of the city. You will be surprised by the city that has a crime rate 320 higher than the national average, which we will mention right now. Memphis. Located in the southern part of Tennessee, Memphis is a city with a rich musical heritage and historical significance. Home to iconic landmarks such as Graceland, Beale Street, and the National Civil Rights Museum. Memphis has long been a cultural cornerstone of America. However, this city of approximately 630,000 people is grappling with significant issues that threaten its future. One of the most pressing concerns is the high crime rate. Memphis's crime rate is 320 above the national average, with 100 crimes occurring per 1,000 residents. In the last year alone, over 15,000 violent crimes were reported, marking Memphis as one of the most dangerous cities in the country. This alarming statistic has led many residents to seek safer living conditions elsewhere. Furthermore, the city faces notable challenges in maintaining cleanliness and public services. Piles of garbage are frequently seen on the streets, suggesting potential shortcomings in municipal waste management. This issue, coupled with high crime rates, has contributed to a sense of insecurity and dissatisfaction among residents. Despite these challenges, efforts are underway to tackle crime and improve public services in Memphis. Local authorities are implementing strategies to enhance safety and cleanliness, aiming to restore the city's reputation and ensure a better quality of life for its inhabitants. To add some context, the average monthly rent in Memphis is around $1,000, while the overall cost of living is roughly 20% lower than the national average. According to recent data from 2024, these economic factors do attract. However, the safety concerns often outweigh these benefits for many. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois is often noted for its safety challenges. While it's true that certain areas, especially on the south and west sides, have higher crime rates, other parts of the city are safe and vibrant. According to recent crime statistics from 2024, the violent crime rate in Chicago remains above the national average, with specific neighborhoods facing more significant issues. However, areas like downtown, the North Side, and neighborhoods such as Lincoln Park, Lakeview, and Wicker Park are generally considered safe and benefit from a strong police presence. The city has been proactive in addressing crime, implementing measures such as increased police patrols, investing in community programs, and using advanced technology like gunshot detection systems. It's crucial for residents and visitors to research the areas they plan to visit and take standard safety precautions, as they would in any major city. In addition to safety concerns, Chicago faces financial challenges, particularly regarding taxation. Illinois has a state income tax rate of 4.95, which is higher compared to many other states. A significant issue is the state's enormous pension debt, making Illinois one of the worst-funded public pension systems in the country, with billions in unfunded liabilities. This financial strain has led to a population decline in the Chicago metropolitan area, with the population decreasing by 0.3 to 9.2 million people in recent years. According to the most recent data from 2024, the monthly cost of living in Chicago is approximately $3,500 for a single person, including rent, utilities, groceries, and transportation. This high cost of living, combined with high taxes and safety concerns, has contributed to a trend of residents leaving the city in search of more affordable and secure living conditions. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans has been severely impacted by Hurricane Ida, which struck in August 2021. The city is grappling with significant financial strain due to high costs associated with infrastructure maintenance, public safety, and essential services. Even before the hurricane, New Orleans faced substantial challenges exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, which severely impacted its tourism-dependent economy. As of 2024, the city's violent crime rate remains well above the national average, posing additional challenges. Despite hosting numerous major events and conferences, New Orleans is striving for economic stability while addressing these ongoing financial hurdles. According to recent data, the average monthly living cost in New Orleans is approximately $1,900, and the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is around $1,200. Rochester, New York. Rochester has been facing a long-term population decline, primarily due to job losses in the industrial sector. The closure of manufacturing plants has led to significant job losses, which in turn has created a range of socioeconomic challenges. Workers who lost their jobs face immediate and significant income reductions. According to recent data, Rochester's poverty rate is approximately 33, much higher than the national average of 11. The economic downturn caused by industrial job losses has contributed to poverty and social instability, exacerbating the crime rate. In 2021, the city witnessed a record high of 81 murders. This rising crime rate is a significant concern for residents and authorities alike. Adding to the economic and social challenges are Rochester's harsh winters. Average winter temperatures range from 20 degrees to 40 degrees, with January typically being the coldest month. Rochester receives significant snowfall, averaging about 100 inches annually, primarily due to lake effect snow from Lake Ontario. Snow can begin as early as November and last until April, making winter driving challenging and necessitating substantial snow removal effort. Wind chills can make the cold feel even more biting, adding to the harsh conditions of winter. Number 12. Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson, Mississippi has been facing severe economic hardships, exacerbated by a combination of infrastructural breakdowns, racial inequalities, and political neglect. The city's water crisis starkly illustrates these issues. Jackson's water system, dependent on a complex network of aging infrastructure, frequently breaks down, resulting in unsafe drinking water and regular boil water advisories. According to recent reports, the water crisis in Jackson has led to over 300 boil water notices in the past year alone. This poses a significant health risk to residents, with water contamination incidents causing an increased number of gastrointestinal diseases and other health issues. In addition to the infrastructural woes, Jackson's economic difficulties are deeply intertwined with historical and ongoing racial discrimination. The city's population is predominantly Black, and systemic neglect has been a persistent issue. State leaders have repeatedly blocked financial aid and necessary infrastructure funding, further deepening the city's plight. Crime rates in Jackson are alarmingly high, with both violent and property crimes occurring more frequently than the national average. According to the latest data from the FBI, Jackson's violent crime rate is nearly double the national average. Certain areas, particularly in the west, south, and central parts of the city, are hotspots for criminal activity. Economic opportunities are dwindling, pushing residents to seek better living conditions in the suburbs. This has led to a steady decline in Jackson's population. The latest census data shows that the city's population has decreased by over 10 in the last decade, a trend that continues as the local economy struggles to recover. The monthly cost of living in Jackson is also a concern. On average, residents spend around $1,500 per month on living expenses, including rent, utilities, and groceries. For a city facing such economic and infrastructural challenges, this can be quite burdensome for its residents. Bonus, the story of these cities isn't just a warning, it's a call to action. It shows us that climate change is real. Its impacts are happening now, not in some distant future. We need to act to protect our communities. Poverty, discrimination, and lack of opportunity make some cities more vulnerable. We need to invest in all communities to create a more equitable future. Transparency is crucial. When problems are hidden, we can't address them. We need to demand transparency from our leaders and seek information from multiple sources. Hope is never lost. Even cities facing major challenges are finding innovative solutions. We can learn from them and work together to build a more sustainable future. Don't let this video be just a source of information. Let it be a catalyst for change. Research more about these cities, support organizations working to make a difference, and speak up about the issues that matter to you. Together, we can make a difference. Questions for reflection. Do you live in or near one of these cities? Have you witnessed the impacts of these challenges? What do you think about the fact that some of this information is being kept quiet? Why do you think that's happening? What can you do to help? Are there any organizations you can support or any actions you can take? By ending your video with a segment like this, you'll inspire viewers not only to learn more, but to act on what they've learned. Conclusion. If you found today's video interesting, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support is very important to us. Be sure to check out the next video appearing on your screen. You're sure to love the content we bring. Please leave a comment about which country you'd like us to explore next.